I'm now a psychology major at Grand Valley, and one of the things we talk about a lot in psych classes is fear and stuff like that. And one of the things that everybody's afraid of is death, and I think that's a little crazy because there's a lot of things in life that are a lot scarier than death. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Walmart on Black Friday. That is terrifying. I once saw a 250-pound woman in leopard skin pants running, sprinting down an aisle to get a double-decker air mattress. Shopping carts at that point are more like ramming rods for small children to get them out of the way. I see people filling them with bricks to increase the impact. It's like something about those low prices like does something to people's brains. It's like, well, I didn't need a microwave, but it's a nickel. There's 10 microwaves, there's 11 of us. I'm gonna murder you, and I'm gonna take that microwave, and that's gonna be my day. And my mom, she has 3 sisters, and they get really into this Black Friday thing. So every Thanksgiving, they gather around the table in the corner of the room, and they get out all those like newspaper listings of like the sales and stuff like that. And it's like they're planning the French Revolution or something. They dim the lights and hold up a lantern. They start taking like blood oaths, like, I will get the KitchenAid mixer or die trying. Like, my mom wakes up at 5 in the morning, she's making me breakfast and putting a gun in her back pocket. It's like, have a good day, honey. It's like, be safe, Mom. Good Lord. Comes back all bloody. She's got 10 microwaves and a Barbie for my cousin.
So I was at the Myers and I was buying some latex gloves, and they only sell them in packs of 100, right? And my first thought was, great. Now the girl at the counter is going to think I'm fisting 50 asses tonight. So I saw this label on some porn. They have this porn that's called ethically made porn. Have you seen this? Right, I guess it means it's a porn that's so well and sensitively done that it could even give a feminist a hard-on. But when I first saw that term, I mistook it and I thought it said epically made porn, right? And my thought was, yeah, that'd be a much better idea. I think it'd go a little like this. Okay, we need more wind, thunder in this scene. Okay, hey, keep everybody hard, keep everybody hard. Okay, and now the vibrating robots attack. Keep those horses quiet. Okay, they're getting ready to come. Oh, Catherine. Okay, now, cue Laurence Olivier's stunt cock. I don't know much about art, but I know what I like.
So when you have that surgery, they make you go through a lot of different doctors. Like, they make you go through a psychiatrist and like nutritionist and all this shit going on, and they make you go to a gyno too, though. Not yours, but the one that they appoint you. So what's the first thing they tell you? Right here. What's the first thing they tell you when you get on the table? Scoot down. Everyone went, oh yeah. Scoot down. So I feel like Cliffhanger on Price is Right. I'm like, this asshole wants to see me fall off the table. He's like, this bitch is going down. And he had $5 on it before I got in the room. So I'm like, hold mission. I'm gonna mess with this guy. And like, he was like a football player, didn't even take his rings off, just put the gloves right over it. I'm like, okay. So I'm laying there. He puts his finger in. I wanna mess with this guy, because I don't want to be there either. So I was like, yeah, relaxed back, nurses over here. I was like, ooh, shit, yeah. Shh. Oh, shit. No, don't move. Shh. Can I get my breast exam at the same time? I'm not allowed back in the office. I can't be within 250 feet of the nurse. It's like, it's all complicated now.
I work at a video store, and I really love cinema, so it's just, I got a lot of hands-on experience with porn. Learned a lot about porn. It's just, it's not masturbating that I have an issue with. I'm no prude. Like, I've flicked the bean. Double-click the mouse. Scrape the bottom of the mayonnaise jar, like Mom used to say. Yeah, it's gross. I know. It's like when you get a song stuck in your head and then you get it stuck in somebody else's head to get it out of yours. It's like that. Thanks. Appreciate it. But there's also like, it's just my problem with porn. It's just, I don't like lazy writing. That's my pet peeve. There's nothing like porn titles to illustrate to us. The words we choose are so important. Saw one the other day just called Ass Full of Cum. I just met it with a lot of questions, like, is it full when the program starts? Is it a medical condition like psoriasis? So I consulted the bots to get more of an insight into what this is. And the tagline for it is just, this is one hot mess. I still don't know. I'll have to watch it. I did notice that we also have one called Stuff My Ass Full of Cum. So I think Ass Full of Cum is just like an ill-conceived sequel. It just makes me think of when I was a little girl, and I would sit and dream of what I would do with my dick if I had one. I mean, I would jerk off, obviously, with vigor and fury. Start fires, blind people. I don't know what I jerk off to because there's a lot of porn, and most of it's pretty weird. Like, I've noticed though, I'll leave you with the one that bothers me most, is just like, some porn's just rude. Like, give me that big white ass. Lick her ass off my dick. Do we not say please anymore? Chivalry is dead. Right. Thanks guys, I'm Taylor De La Osa.
And watching the same movies over and over again, but now just that I've gotten older, I feel like I'm like attaching weight to them in a way that doesn't belong even sometimes. Like I was watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off the other day. I think we can all agree that's a great movie, right? We can all agree Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a great movie. I think we can also agree not especially heavy, right? Can we agree that it's just a fun movie to watch? I attributed weight to it the other day. I was watching and I got real bummed out. I was like, this fucking guy, he had a day off, you know, like he had it figured out. He stole a Ferrari at like 8 a.m. If you do, that's the highlight of a lot of people's lives, you know what I mean? If you do that at 8 a.m., you're gonna have like a good day, but you stole a Ferrari, you got all dressed up, you went to a Cubs game, you went to the art museum, you hijacked a parade, you had a nice lunch, and just like, wow. I'm watching it, and I'm just like, geez, it's 3:30, all I've done is watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. On cable, when I have the DVD. Have you ever done that? I'm sitting through censorship and commercial breaks because I'd rather not stand up right now. Thank you very much. That's where I'm at as a human. I was watching one of my favorite movies the other day. One of my old-time favorites, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the old one, the Gene Wilder one. Yeah. And I watched it, and there's like a happy ending at the end of that movie that no longer rings true to me as a 30-year-old adult. Because how's that movie end? He gives him the factory, right? And like, boom, he's like, hey, what'd you think of the factory? He's like, oh, it's the best place ever. I was like, well, great, it's yours now. You start tomorrow. Boom, credits roll. I always thought that was such a sweet ending. Now I watch it, I'm like, did that kid just get a fucking job? Did that 9-year-old kid just get a job? Like a full-time, responsible job? That is unethical, despite just the labor laws. Look at where he got a job. This isn't the fucking food court in the mall. Like, he's working in a very scary place, and he's the boss now. Like, I wish there was like a more true-to-life version of that movie where everything was the same, but it just took a jag at the end. And he was like, well, great, Charlie, you start tomorrow. And I think Charlie should be like, well, wait a minute, man, you promised me free candy. You didn't say anything about a 40-hour-a-week gig. I'm a 9-year-old boy. I don't think becoming the foreman of an LSD trip is the best thing for my development right now. This is a scary place. I don't want to grow up here. I don't want to commute through that Vietnam acid flashback tunnel every goddamn morning on my way to work so that I could boss around Oompa Loompas, who, by the way, are going to probably murder me because I've been here for 18 hours and I'm their fucking boss already. They're not going to like that. They're born into servitude. I just show up one day and I'm the last kid to die. Suddenly I'm the boss. And that's another thing, Willie. This is fucked up, man. I showed up with a group of kids. Where are they now, huh? I've barely escaped with my life. 4 kids are gone. I've been here for 8 hours. You guys should do 40 a week, you fucking asshole? One kid fell down a black hole. One dude stuck in a tube. The other guy's this big now. Like, I don't think I should drop out of school for this. In fact, that's probably your game, isn't it, Willie? You're thinking Augustus Gloop's parents are going to come in tomorrow? They're gonna be like, hey, our morbidly obese son came here for the chocolate tour yesterday. We haven't seen him. He's not, I don't know, stuck in a tube somewhere, is he? And then you can be like, oh, funny you should ask. Charlie just took over yesterday. Fuck you. That's how that movie should end, I think. One night I was eating mushrooms with my friend Jeff. This was years ago before I was even of legal drinking age or anything. We're sitting in Jeff's bedroom one Friday night. We have the news on. We're laughing at it. There's no beer. There's no pot. Just mushrooms. Watching the news, laughing. I don't know if it was the hallucinogens or the news itself, but the news was hilarious. Guys, eat mushrooms and watch the news sometime. Sometimes the Doppler will come on and your TV just turns into a lava lamp for a second. It's awesome. So anyways, unbeknownst to us out in the living room, Jeff's younger sister Chelsea has a friend named Brad. Brad's on the run from the law. The cops are looking for Brad. They show up at Chelsea's house. We don't know this is about to happen. We're on mushrooms. We're in our own little drug bubble. Unannounced to us, a cop just barges in and says, hey guys, I don't mean to alarm you. I'm just looking for Brad. Is Brad here? Is he in the bed? Nope. Have a good night, boys. Jeff, here's a serious question. Did that just happen? Did that just happen? The thing that just happened? I saw a cop. Did you see a cop? Was yours like Buzz Lightyear or something? Or no, yours was a cop? Yep, and that happened. That was a fucking cop. What the hell, you guys? Holy shit. It happened so quick, I didn't even freak out. I was proud of myself, but in hindsight, I'm like, you know what? I would have loved to have freaked out. It just happened too quickly. I didn't have the opportunity to get arrested that night because that cop was in and out. He realized 2 things. 1, we're not Brad. He knows what Brad looks like. And 2, we don't have any beer or pot. We're just sitting around watching the news on a Friday night. We are a couple of fucking losers. Of course we don't know Brad. Brad fucking parties, okay? That's why he's in trouble. You kids make me sad. I'm leaving. But it was so quick, but 2 things happened when I look back. 2 very specific little quick moments happened. One was he asked if we know Brad, and I said I don't know Brad, which was true, but I was so fucked up it came out like a lie. Has that ever happened to you? I was like, I don't know who Brad is. And then he asked Jeff, who was sitting on the bed, his legs were dangling over the bed, he asked Jeff if he was under the bed. Jeff said, no. It's just a box spring. And he pulled up the covers and showed him. He said it though, it was so intense, I'll never look at the word box spring the same way again. It's just a box spring. He said it like he had invented the box spring and merely not shown it to the public yet. He was worried don't tell anyone what you saw here. I call it a box spring. So that's my time, Brian. I'm sorry, I feel like I went over. I'm an asshole. I apologize. Thank you, everybody. My name's Mark Novak. Have a great night. Thank you.
40 years ago, they invented the Oreo double stuff. So that means for over 40 years now, since the advent of the double stuff, why do we still have regular Oreos? They're better? You're insane. Get the fuck out of the room. Are you an American? How could you think something that's better? No, they're not better. It's double the stuff.
One thing is never good.
Oh, well now I see why you're with that guy. All right, that makes sense. I'm sorry, I've never had anybody disagree with me about the Oreos before. I don't know what to do. But, okay.
We're not even together.
Oh, that makes even more sense. But no, but if you guys aren't on board with me yet, here's the thing. If you haven't noticed, they're the same price. Who's buying these things, right? Imagine Imagine if you walked into a restaurant and wanted to order like a cheeseburger or something. So you asked the waiter, you're like, hey, tell me about your cheeseburgers. Well, we have 2 of them this evening that we're featuring. One of them is double-decker with cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickle, ketchup. Comes in a real nice brioche bun. We serve it with some nice hot steaming fries on a plate. It's delicious. What about this other one? Well, that's also $8, but with that one, we basically just throw the hamburger patty out at you like a frisbee, and it's your job to catch it. Makes a very distinctive noise when it's traveling through the air. We call it the meat whistle. It's, You guys laugh, but it's not going to be very long before we see that commercial on TV, right? It's like, this holiday season, bring your family together and come on down and wrap your lips around our big, moist, delicious meat whistle. Red Robin, yum. So the cookies. Here, at first I was really pissed when I made this realization. I'm like, who the fuck is buying regular Oreos anymore? We need to get rid of these, right? It doesn't need to be a thing. But at the same time that I started to think about it, I'm like, wait a minute. For over 40 years now, this marketing guy at Oreo must be doing something right, because he's basically convinced. Here's the thing. Ladies, most advertising is focused to you when it comes to grocery shopping, because you have all the power. You make most of the buying decisions, right, in the grocery store. So 95% of all commercials when it comes to food and things in the grocery store is directed right at you ladies. So this guy, for over 40 years now, has convinced most of the women in America that there's still a time and a place for something that's half the size of what you could be getting. I need a guy like that on my side, I'm just saying. I hope he never retires.
I used to love these old Coors commercials that were on the radio with like Sam Elliott, and he would just be like, Coors, brewed straight from the Rockies. Coors, ever tasted something so clean? Coors. And it was always just Coors, whatever the fuck sentence you wanted to put in there, and then Coors at the end, and it made the commercial. So I started making my own, like, Coors, you ever had a weird embrace by your stepdad? Coors. Coors. I watch American Idol too. Coors. Coors. Was that your mom? Coors? That, or I really love doing like a southern voice but saying super liberal shit. Like, I really hope this one's gay. I've had 3 straight in the past, I just want 1 queer. Who am I supposed to watch Bravo with? Oh, can't wait for my rainbow Confederate flag to come in because I've got too much pride. I also like doing the gay guy saying super bro-y shit. Guys, I can't wait to get all the pussies tonight. Guys, we're just gonna go out tonight. We're just gonna get every pussy in here. Guys, we're gonna fuck so many pussies. It's gonna be moist with the wetness of puss. No, put on that Von Dutch hat. Don't be a queer. Alright. Oh, fuck, I hate my life too, everybody. Don't worry about it. Do you guys wish that companies actually did advertisement for what they actually do? Like Nike, running on child labor. McDonald's, meat. Kleenex, picking up more cum than tears. Bengay, making Ben's life difficult since middle school.
Tell by looking at me, and if your stereotypes are up to code. I don't date men. I'm what you call smart. No, I'll admit I am a less likely person to get married. Mostly because I'm gaining a reputation of being independent. Now I'm just beating around the bush. I want to be honest with you. My name is Katie Palomino, and I play softball. Feels good. Feels good to say that. You know, people have said to me before, when did you know you were gay? And I don't really have a specific memory, to be honest with you, but I will tell you that I've been told that when I was born there was a little complication in the birth process because my flannel shirt got caught in the birth canal. It's just what I've heard. I mean, no, in all seriousness, it really did take me about 25 years to realize I was gay, which is ironic because it probably took you about 25 seconds to realize I was gay. If only we could have switched places. You know, I have a lot of straight friends who have a hard time dating living here in Grand Rapids. They say things like, people aren't that interesting, people get married when they're 12, you know, people are not available, and I'm sympathetic to those straight friends to a point. And then I just have to remind them, try being a dyke in West Michigan, okay? I've dated the 2 people available. And since they're a mother and a daughter, that got ugly real fast. I mean, it was hot, but ugly.
Grew up in Detroit, Michigan. Got a white mom, white dad, a white sister, and a white racist grandfather from Kentucky. That's how I grew up. It was interesting. I didn't know it was racist all at once, though. Like, it was a slow burn as I was growing up that I just slowly realized that my grandfather's a fucking asshole. Like, it was like he had a nickname for me growing up, and it was George. He called me George all the time. He'd be like, "Hey, George, what do you know? How's the weather, George? What's new, George?" When I'm younger, I'm like, you know, why does my grandpa always call me George? So I asked him, I said, "Grandpa, why do you always call me George?" He says, "Oh, you remind me of Curious George." Now, as a kid, I'm thinking, oh, that's great. I remind him of a precocious little primate. That's awesome. Then I got older and I realized, oh my God, my grandpa thinks I look like a fucking monkey. So, thanks, Gramps. Kind of a dick. A little PSA for you all. If you say to me, "Hey, Mike, I don't normally like black people, but I like you," I don't like you. And you're probably a racist. So I get excited when someone starts a conversation off with, "I'm not racist, but..." Oh shit, what are you gonna say? Go on. Where are you going with this? I want to know. Never mind. I was gonna talk about chicken. Anybody get their vote on midterm elections? Yeah. You know, do your civic duty, get it in, yeah. On the right side of the room, okay. Kim Kardashian got in trouble during that too. She posted a picture on her Instagram. There's a little cartoon picture of her with a cartoon picture of Barack Obama. And it said, "I voted, did you?" And she got a little bit of hubbub because people started to realize that Kim Kardashian realized that she didn't just vote for Barack Obama. And do you think she knows that? You think she knows what a midterm is? He's not running this year or ever again. So stop putting pictures with him. Poor Barry. Feel bad for the guy sometimes. A lot of the times I don't, but sometimes I do. He's getting a little heat because the Democrats are all like, "We're disappointed in Barack Obama." And the Republicans are all like, "We're disappointed in Barack Obama." But what I'm not disappointed in is the fact that Barack Obama got the Democrats and the Republicans to agree on something. Or something. Granted, the thing that they agreed on is fucking Obama, but it's something, you know? It's something. We're getting somewhere. Those 2 words, fucking Obama, are the 2 words that can end any argument. That can end any argument and make any 2 people best friends. It doesn't matter what you're arguing about or how you view life. You say those 2 words, all of a sudden you're besties. Man, I hate black people. Well, I hate white people. Fucking Obama. Oh, all right. See what you're doing there. Obama needs to change his worldview on things. Barack Obama needs to just start fucking people the last 2 years. It doesn't matter anymore. Nobody cares. He's not getting reelected. He needs to just start just fuck with everybody. Like, he needs to start going to podiums and answering every question as Mufasa and quote the Lion King to everything. It'd be amazing. They ask him anything. Mr. President, how do you feel about America trying to interfere in foreign affairs all of the time? Everything the light touches is our kingdom. All right. It's a good point. It's a good point, Barack. I like you, Barry.
I still go to church. Anyone else? Yeah. Yes. That's right. They have a lot of good free cookies. That's why I go. But my minister, I'm one of the only young people, he asked me if I could run the youth group for 13-year-olds. I was like, what am I going to do with 13-year-olds? And he said to me, he said, Ana Flora, do whatever you like to do when you were 13. So for our first event, we are smoking weed and going shoplifting. Amen. I like to read news stories about West Michigan. The district attorney in Holland, he told this young woman, he said if she had sex with him in the jury room, he would reduce her DUI charge to nothing. And this was a huge scandal. But all I could think was, where was he when I had my DUI? Because that's community service I could get behind. Or on top of. I have a good friend, and she is in Weight Watchers. And she took me to one of the meetings because she wanted me to do it with her. It is really complicated. You have to classify all your foods, if it's a dessert or a snack or an appetizer. And then you put your food on this little scale. I could never do Weight Watchers because I would be like, how do you classify cum? That's right. I mean, is that a dessert or a snack?
You ever walk around Walmart and you see the kids with the leashes on the book bags? My mama started that shit. Except she didn't have a leash on the book bag. She just used the belt and had the buckle tied around my fucking wrist. Shit was crazy. My mama was abusive, man. One time she hit me in the stomach. I fell to the ground. Ugh. She said, get up before they take me to jail, boy. I said, the black lady beat me. I was dark skinned, but she beat the life dark off me. Oh, fuck you, Ma. And one time my mama was at the show, I had to apologize because she paid my phone bill. Man, the world trying to fuck your head up, man. I want y'all to listen to this shit, because this shit is crazy, man. Y'all don't gotta laugh, I just want to talk to y'all about some serious shit. Now, what's a hemorrhoid? Basically some shit that come out your ass, right? Now what's an asteroid? Basically some shit that come out the sky. Now wouldn't it make fucking sense for the hemorrhoid to be in the hemisphere? And an asteroid to be something that come out your ass? Man, I was smoking and I was just thinking like that was straight. I had to slow down on my smoking though, because I caught myself in Google, searching Google, looking for Google. I'd have been so high, I forgot I had legs. But seriously, man, what if we had wings? Wouldn't that be the shit? Your girl be talking shit like, I told you to get the game. I told you to get the game. Now you like, bitch, I'm gone. So you gotta swoop down on her like, bitch. The females, y'all can have wings though, cause y'all try to swoop down on us while we trying to play the game with our boys and shit. I told you wasn't done with that last game. Bitch, I'm gone.